day. It looks like the hurricane's kind of dissolving off the coast and going up Nova Scotia, so we're gonna sail down to Boston today. Just stocked up with groceries from Hannaford's. I'm gonna try to top up on fuel and water at this marina here. This is a pretty good area. I mean, some people say it's rocky and didn't hold, but it held fine for me. I was here for about a week. Some nice protection. The highway's kind of noisy, but other than that, it's not too bad. There was sometimes a bit of a sewage smell from this sewage treatment plant over here. And then you got the bean factory over there. All right, this is a little embarrassing. This is my third time trying to dock here. I just keep getting a big gust just blowing me away every time I get right near it. The line's out a little better this time, so hopefully I can pull it in. All right, took 4 tries, but I stuck with it and we are docked now. I really need to practice that more. I think it was tricky. It was just really windy. It's gusty. The wind was not consistent. And I had to run so fast to get these tied up before it blew away. All right, we are saying goodbye to Portland for the last time. Really like this city. Wind's on our aft quarter. We're cruising along pretty well. Doing about 5 to 6 knots. Really gusty though, really gusty. Wind switching directions a lot. Leaving the bay, heading out into the ocean, off to Boston. I skipped Boston last time, so I think I'm gonna spend maybe three or so days there. The wind vane, servo pendulum, doodad, rudder, got kicked off on a lobster trap, so I need to go fix that again. I put the main sail down and just have the jib pulled out instead. So we're being pulled instead of pushed, which makes a little easier for this thing to steer. And I'm also making some Italian sausage and onions for dinner. It's pretty nice weather out here. The wind's gotten a little bit lighter. Might be pretty light tonight, but now we're far enough offshore we can drift. Man, the flies have been really bad just since a few minutes ago. I'm not sure where they're all coming from. I'm guessing I probably let some food go rotten and it slipped behind some locker or something somewhere. So I guess I'll have to search for that next. So the fly situation is getting insane. They're everywhere. I can't even pick them up on camera, really. It's just going mad out here. Killed hundreds and hundreds. There's fly guts everywhere. I've searched all the lockers. I can't find where they're coming from. Yeah, I think the flies are coming from the outside, so I've locked myself in here. I'm gonna give this a try. I don't know if it works for flies. I think it works for mosquitoes, supposedly. I've actually never tried it. It uses butane. So you just put this little mat here, I guess. And then, still not as bad as the Everglades, but oh man, it's getting close. Start, on, start. Oh, okay, I guess it's lit. Yeah, you can see a little fire in there. Let's see if it works. Makes them go away. Make them go away. Doesn't really seem to affect them too much. Flies inside. You can see they're all over the cockpit. I'm hiding from them. This thing maybe is working because they haven't been coming in since this is going. I could see the smoke coming out of it earlier. Now it kind of calmed down. Flies have kind of calmed down a little bit. They're not really bothering anyone. I still wish they'd go away, but we've have a momentary truce. It's getting a little bit rougher now. I just put my reef in the sail. I heard the water slashing around up front, like a lot. And somehow, I think I like to work my through holes just to make sure they don't get seized up. And I guess I left the old toilet seacock in the open position. And it had a hose, and it was run up the side of the hull. So in case it got, something happened to it, it should have been okay. But we were heeled over so far, it was like water was just pouring in, man. Okay, so I got a lot of water in the boat now. After I go put my reef in, I get back here and I just smell so much diesel. And when I filled up my tank, this is like the second time I've done this, I left the lid open. Like, I don't know why. I don't know how I did this. Like, I'm so stupid. Oh my gosh. Okay. But I just gotta live with this diesel smell now. It's like seeping through the floorboards, and oh my gosh, here it's just coming more and more, even though it's closed up. This is such a bummer. These flies, the diesel smell, yeah, now I'm like, there's like dead flies everywhere because I just went crazy with the fly swatter. On the plus side, we're making really good time on our way to Boston. We should be there tomorrow evening. You can see I keep wiping it up, and the diesel is just like seeping out of the floor. And it's super slippery too because it's got oil in it, of course, right? It's a new morning. Our fly friends are still around, although they're almost dead. It's got the third reef in I put in last night, and I'm about ready to shake it out soon so we can point a little higher. Boston's about 30 miles that way. Covered some good ground last night, or some good water. I kind of left it aired out to help with the diesel. Check out the reefs, and we're sailing on pretty fast now. Just did a round of fly massacring with my fly swatter. I think I got most of them. They slowed down a lot. No idea where they all came from. The diesel leaks pretty much, it still smells down here, but I think I got it all mopped up off the floor. It's not, it doesn't seem to be dripping more. I got on my sleeping bag, which is kind of a bummer. But it feels good to be really making some progress. We're sailing fast now. Tuna steak. I can't catch it, and we buy it and eat it. I think this is kind of my type of fishing. Some yummy looking tuna. The jib's luffing a little bit, so we'll just this cushion out of our way, and we can crank it in. And I like to get the curve to kind of be right in the middle. See, it's a little bit too far back there. You can see it kind of starting to bluff up front. So just crank that in a little bit until it moves. Maybe just a little forward. And that feels a lot better. You can see feel the boat picking up speed and just getting a nice smooth sail. There we go, a little further. These self-tailing winches are awesome. I think that YouTube channel Acorn Arabella is in Massachusetts, so I sent them a message. Maybe I can meet up. I like to watch their videos about them building that wooden boat. I think it's pretty neat. I'm pretty happy with the fiberglass boat. I don't think I would go wood, but it's fun to watch the videos. Got Boston in the distance there. We're motor sailing at the moment. I just went forward and inflated the dinghy. These are called the Brewster Islands, and I decided to just try to weave my way right through them. Some little lighthouses on here and stuff. Starting to get back into the lobster traps or crab traps, whatever they are. It's the same thing, really. We're about 2 hours, maybe an hour and a half from the harbor. We're just going to try and find some place to drop the anchor. We got the loading docks and then the city skyline up here. And we'll try to find, I think there's a couple anchorages down this channel inside the harbor. Alright, I think there might be, the chart lists this as an anchorage up here. Oh, here's the anchorage. There is a ton of boats in here. That'll be fun to find some room. Well, the two anchorages that look like they might have been convenient were full of boats on mooring balls. So I'm kind of out here maybe 3/4 of a mile from the shore in this other anchorage all alone. I mean, the water's pretty calm, but every time a big boat goes by it rocks me pretty good. And it's not too windy, so I'm not too concerned. It's just really deep. It was like 35 feet of water, so we got like 170 feet of road out. And it's gonna be a pain to pull this anchor up if I have to go for a little day sail or something. So I think I'm gonna stay put here for a few days. It'd be nice if I get the motor running on the dinghy too, because it's quite a row. But I guess I ought to get a rowing then. At least I got a pretty good view of the skyline, I guess. There you have it, Boston. Well, here we are. I guess we're anchored kind of off out from where this Coast Guard station is. No other boats in this anchorage. I tried to go back in there, but it was just a little crowded, and what I really want to do is see Boston, so I figured it'd be better to be kind of out here. So it's about 3/4 of a mile. I think underneath that bridge there's like a little dinghy dock. We'll go check that out. And I looked into some of these marinas over here. They were going to be almost $200 a night, which it's like more than a hotel room. It's really crazy. So I'll use my anchor and just row. No problem there. Yeah, let's go check this place out. A water taxi boat just went by, so if it gets too windy, I can always deflate my dinghy. I think I can ride back on that. But let's put Lingonberry in the water. The life jackets in the cushion are just such a genius idea. It serves as my passenger seat and keeps me legal. We're getting there. $200 a day to dock the boat there. I think there's a dinghy dock in there. Let's go check it out. These are kind of neat. It's like wooden rowboats. Oh, I think this will be our dinghy dock up here. Okay, I'm gonna lock up my dinghy here. I think this is the only public dock I could find. It's really weird. There's this like big floating styrofoam thing right here. I don't know. I guess you could like climb up it. It's kind of neat. But it's made of styrofoam. It seems like it's bad for the environment because it's like falling apart. I'm gonna go check out this Boston Tea Party Museum. This is a mine from the North Sea. It's kind of interesting. Oh, cool, locks. are the locks. This is the USS Constitution. I'm gonna go aboard and check it out. Oh, it's tight. That's a bilge pump.
Bilge pump, yes. And if you guys look right here, we'll call that's what we called our scuttlebutt.
It's over 200 years old, and they still sail it sometimes. Oh, thing's adorable. Cool. Contraptions. I guess that makes rope. It's like molds and stuff for making chains and anchors. Interesting. There's another ship museum thing. This one closed already, so I can't go on it, but it's kind of neat to look at. Alright, I got myself a sandwich at this Monica's place. It was recommended. Had a fun day in Boston, and now I'm back to Lingonberry. Look how high the water is right now. Squeeze underneath that bridge. Lingonberry is looking a little bit deflated. The problem is this little part right there. I can patch that one day, but she's gonna need a little mouth-to-mouth resuscitation. We're just gonna make it under the bridge at high tide. I'm gonna go check out the ship because I didn't go to the museum today. That's cool. Not quite as big as the USS Constitution. Pretty neat. Seem to be in the middle of a sailboat race or something. It's coming right next to me. Right in the action. So my anchorage has turned into a sailboat race course this morning. I got a bunch of nasty looks, and some people even yelled at me, but I called the harbor master and he said I could anchor here. So sorry Boston sailing race. I didn't mean to be in your way, but it is at Anchorage, and there's not really any other anchorages that are open, so gotta be here. I mean, honestly though, it's not that hard to go around me. Alright, we're doing a day sail through Boston Harbor with my high school friend Jane and Santiago. We're heading up near the Charles River, and you can see the old ships.
Heading up to the Mystic.
The Mystic. Okay. All right, we've come up to, what's this bridge called? Do you know?
The Zakum.
The Zakum Bridge, and I don't think we're gonna fit underneath the, well, I guess the bridge before it. So we'll do a tack. How about that?
Right now.
We're sailing by sailing right now. We're going down the Mystic. See the Van Morrison song.
Into the Mystic.
Man, those tires are just like have dissolved. There's another big, tall ship. Looks like that one's metal. It's kind of cool. And it's time to tack. Like I'm back in the port of LA. Nice bridges. There's a recycling center over there, it looks like. Thanks for watching. In the next video, we sail on over to Cape Cod. And currently, I've got my boat out of the water here at my workshop. I've started unloading it and working on some projects. Mostly it's been projects on the shop because I think that will kind of help me be more efficient in the long run. I cleaned out the entire workshop, got all rid of most of the junk. And then I went and unloaded all the stuff from my boat and junked it all up again. So there goes all my floor space. I'm building a little kitchenette here so I can feed myself. I'm gonna put a little sink in there. And then I turned this back office into a little bedroom. So that's where we're at now, but I hope to get this place a little bit nicer. But I'm at the point where I can work on boat projects at least now. I got a workbench set up in there with all my tools, a drill press and bench grinder. I'm hoping to add a few more things, maybe a little table saw, get an air compressor and a welder. But that's where we're at. I'll see you guys next time.